Hello students, I am Sunil Ranjan and I am an English teacher. Now here in this session, I am with The Adventures of Toto written by Ruskin Bond. Now here I have the questions with their answers. Now the first question here is, how does Toto come to grandfather's private zoo? And the answer is, grandfather bought the little red monkey Toto from a Tonga driver for the sum of 5 rupees. The Tonga driver kept Toto tied to a feeding trough all the time. Grandfather felt that the creature was out of place, so he decided to add the little fellow to his private zoo. Now, question number 2. Toto was a pretty monkey. In what sense is Toto pretty? The answer is, Toto was a pretty monkey because his eyes sparkled with mischief and his pearly white teeth displayed in a smile that frightened the elderly Anglo-Indian ladies. He had a lovely tail that served as a third hand, as he used it to hang from a branch and scooped up and any delicacy that was out of reach of his hands. Now, question number 3. Why does grandfather take Toto to Saharanpur and how? Why does the ticket collector insist on calling Toto a dog? Now the answer is, grandfather takes Toto to Saharanpur because Toto wouldn't allow any of his companions to sleep at night. So grandfather decided to take him along to Saharanpur. Now the second part of the question is, why does the ticket collector insist on calling Toto a dog? Now the answer is, the ticket collector insists on calling Toto a dog because he was big in size and he looked like a dog. Now question number 4. How does Toto take a bath? Where has he learned to do this? How does Toto boil himself alive? Well, this question is in 3 parts. Now the answer to the first part. Toto tests the temperature of water with his hand. Then he steps into the large bowl of warm water slowly. He puts first his one foot and then the other, as he had seen the author doing, until he was into the water up to his neck. He would then take the soap in his hands or feet and rub himself all over. When the water became cold, he would get out and run quickly to the kitchen fire in order to dry himself. Now, where has he learned to do this? And as I told you earlier, he learned it from the author. Now, how does Toto boil himself alive? Now, the answer to this part is, once a large kitchen kettle had been left on the fire to boil for tea. Toto, finding himself with nothing to do, removed the lid. Finding that the water was warm enough for a bath, he got in, with his head sticking out from the open kettle. For some time it was fine, until the water began to boil. Toto then raised himself a little, but finding it cold outside, sat down again. He continued hopping up and down for some time, until grandmother arrived and pulled him, half-boiled, out of the kettle. Now the 5th question, and that is the final question. Why does the author say Toto was not the sort of pet we could keep for long? And the answer is, Toto was a pretty monkey, but he became very mischievous as days passed. He began tearing things to pieces, tearing holes in the dress of the author's aunt when she visited. He stuffed himself with the pulao on the dining table, and when grandmother screamed, he threw a plate at her. When one of the author's aunts rushed forward, he threw a glass of water in her face. When grandfather arrived, he picked up the dish of pulao and went out of the window. After finishing his pulao in the branches of jackfruit tree outside, he heard the grandmother by throwing the dish down from the tree and chatted with delight when it broke into pieces. Even grandfather also realized that they were not well to do and could not afford the frequent losses of dishes, clothes, curtains, and wallpaper. So, the author says Toto was not the sort of pet we could keep for long. So, here comes the end of the chapter, and the adventures of Toto by Ruskin Bond is over. And I hope, students, you understood the text very well with the answers that I explained. And if you have subscribed to my channel, fine. If you haven't, I suggest you to subscribe, for then you'll be getting more and more in future, and we'll be together. Thank you.